is the deal, folks? Welcome to the channel. My name is Tylen Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. And if it's your first time visiting the channel, let me say welcome. Let me also say thank you for checking it out. But do me a favor, don't subscribe to my channel yet. Get an idea who I am and what this channel is about and what my beliefs and all that stuff is before you jump on board. By doing that, it's going to help you in the long run. Trust me, it's going to help you if you're going to end up participating in the live chats, all kind of stuff. Trust me. Get an idea who I am. And how do you do that? Go on my channel, right? You can see where to say playlist. Click on playlist. It's going to bring up a bunch of different videos, right? Click on everything that has nothing to do with reaction videos. Don't look at me reacting to videos. Don't look at me reacting to try not to laugh videos. Don't look at me reacting to try not to cringe videos. Look at everything else that I do and things that I talk about so you can actually know who I am and what I'm about before you jump on board. And if you are of the faith, then do me a favor as well. You can subscribe to this channel right here. Oh God, this is crazy. Right here. See that? That little black box right there. You see that? It might be a little dot that's going to pop up right there. And that's how you get over to my other channels called MRM Ministries, where I do a lot of things reacting to Christian music. And I'm doing things where we talking about Christian related stuff, which is pretty much human related stuff, but you just get it from a perspective of a Christian, how Christians should react, yada, 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 peanut butter. Okay. All right, folks, I am back for part 3 of this. Kanye West on Jesus is King, being canceled, finding God, and a lot more. So it might backtrack a little bit here, but I'm enjoying this. I hope you guys are too. But I thank you guys again for the ones that actually was really urging me to do it. And I really wasn't going to even watch this until somebody at work pretty much like, dude, you got to check it out, because I wasn't just going to get into it. So my apologies on that part. But anyway, I'm liking it so far. Hopefully you guys are too. I'm getting ready to roll into this next segment here, part 3. So here we go.
Through serving something higher than yourself.
Are you free now?
Polos. I love Jordan.
We heard this
and
part.
still, they got a picture of a girl with in a thong.
Because we can go in circles. Why did you start Sunday service? Hey Kanye, I do want to get into the music as well, man. Because we can go in circles. Why did you start Sunday service with Jesus is King here? Why did you start Sunday service?
When I went to the hospital, one of the things that I wrote down was start a church in Calabasas. Now, this year, after this year, I 200 tweet, all this type of stuff, I was like, look, God, take the wheel. You know, people say, Jesus, take the wheel. I let Jesus take the wheel. And I didn't even know what it was meant to be saved. What it means to be saved. I didn't know what it meant to be saved. Like, I was talking about The Life of Pablo was a gospel album. And still it got a picture of a girl in a thong on a cover. I'm talking about this is a gospel album. But it shows you that people could want something and there's no one around standing up and saying, this is how you get it. Like it's people around us in the music industry that want to get out of debt, but ain't nobody saying this is how you get it. It's people who want to get out of being brainwashed, and they want to wake up for real, but ain't nobody saying this is how you get it. It's simple. The truth is right here in the Word. So I was 4 months in, working on the album. I had the best luxury shock treatment of gospel possible. You know what I'm saying? 40 people singing, 60 people, 80 people singing about Jesus. And I had one of my friends come over, and we just having a good time, and it's a good feeling. He said, man, it's just like one of them LA churches where everybody come around just talking about it's good. Where the word at, though? People gonna need some solid food. And then we started talking about Christ. And then my dad, I was in the car, and I was talking about, man, you know, someone was saying, like, you know, we need to have a word. And he's like, yeah, you got to have some word. I was like, but, and now me and my dad got to this biggest argument about it. My dad was like, you got to have a word in church. Google it, Google it. And we got into it. I was like, Dad, you know how many things I had to Google because you wasn't here?
Oh.
It was like, but he was right. And I don't know if Google has that information exactly, but to insert the word, to put the gospel in it. It's funny because as I go on this road right here, there's still a thing where there's like a constant. You did this wrong. This was not culturally cool. It's not culturally cool to have a mental breakdown. It's not culturally cool to wear. Bro, I'm done with trying to like live for the. I got designs in me, man. I used to watch pole position when I was a kid and make a car out of duct tape. And my mom would come in the room and be like, my son's a genius. And now we look at that product like that, and people are responding to that product. They responded to what we did with the 350s. We were sitting in a room, Dimna, head of Balenciaga, Virgil, Jerry Lorenzo. All these designers are sitting in the same apartment that my wife got robbed at a few years later. We sat there, and I remember when that soul came in and the turtle dove upper happened, and it might have been 2 a.m. in the morning. Now that shoe is selling 4 million pairs a year. It's the new shell toe. It is the most impactful design in shoes. And do you remember interviews when I was telling people, yo, I am the Tupac of fashion? I was like, I might not be the biggest musician because you got Michael Jackson, you got Tupac, you know what I'm saying? But with apparel, I knew it. And we just at the beginning. This is the #1 Google brand on the earth. And now I'm praying and saying, exactly we said 10 years ago, how do I do this all for Christ? How do I bring it all to the church to be a Christian innovator? Everything we do is for the church so we can heal, so we can go on missions, bring food, we was down in the Bahamas with Rick Fox working on hurricane-proof homes. Soon as we figure out collectively how to fix that, that works for Haiti. That works for the Dominican Republic. That works for third world countries around the world. The amount of energy and engineers that went into turning the iPhone camera from one camera to 2, and guess what we got here? We got 3 cameras on you that take super long to take a photo if anybody got the new iPhone. But the amount of information and thought that went into that can fix the Bahamas, can fix Haiti. So many people at MIT, let me tell you MIT right now, y'all in a box. They have you in a box. You can save the world. But you are working on things that are too small. Take a step back. Stop worrying about your college, your loans. Stop worrying about what job that they got waiting for you in Silicon Valley. MIT, you can save the world. Kids in college, you can save the world. I'm putting my life on this interview right now. It's up to y'all. Y'all have the ability to just step back from what you think culture is today. It's not about any candidate. It's not about red or blue. It's about humanity. Y'all talking about it's 12 years of oxygen left. Talking about we gonna kill the earth. We can't kill the earth. We gonna kill the things that keep us alive on the earth, and the earth gonna survive. It's up to y'all. Y'all the future. Y'all the future. But what y'all working on right now? I'm working on this 3D printed thing that is funded by who though? Y'all could do it.
Sunday service, Kanye.
Yeah. You gotta get in the bars, man. Pac gave me these same bars, bro. That's why I'm here.
And I'm saying, I was just asking, why did you start Sunday service? For the simple fact of, like I said, was it the most popular thing to do? The world was watching. I would even go and I'd hear people say, oh man, you're going to that cult. I have a great experience when I go to Sunday service. And I actually see people relax. I've seen people stand like this at Sunday service. And then as we start to go, I start to see them. You know what I'm saying? So I see what Sunday service is.
Man, I mean, dressing people in all white all the time was kind of cultish, you know what I'm saying? But that was just
tuition into the school of experience early on.
Yeah, that's just an early idea, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you what, we when Rocky got out of jail, he came to Sunday service, and I'm here. I got the all white on, and it's funny. It's like I helped get Rocky out of jail, and he helped me get out of jail. Mm-hmm. Because when Rocky, I'm just standing next to him, he just all like swagged out with all the, you know, ASAP and Og and all his brothers and stuff. And I was like, man, why I'm standing here in this white outfit? Like, I need to put some Dickies on. I need to like put these power fades on or something, man. Like, we ain't never have an all white outfit again. Mm-hmm. Thank you, ASAP Rocky, for pulling up to Sunday service. But you know, that's what I'm saying. Y'all on this journey with me, man. I'm y'all brother, man. I'm your brother, I'm your family, man. Wake up, Mr. West. It started early. It started from college dropout. We've been on this ride together. Now I'm in this place. I have 4 children. I am married for 5 years, bro. I am married for 5 years, and I have 4 children, and we have an anticipated rap album coming out. A lot of the information that's in rap ain't gonna keep you married. I tell you that.
Is Jesus is King? Is it a rap album, gospel album, or is it an album that you can't categorize?
It is a rap album. I mean, as you might have heard, there was times where I said, I don't know if God want me to rap. I was thinking, I was like...
I heard you say with your pastor that you felt like you were making devil's music.
Yeah, because you're such a fucking, oh, I love it. Excuse me, Christian scorecard down a little bit, cursing some more. But I got to a point where I was always letting that Playboy magazine that I found when I was 5 years old have an effect on my music. It could never be 100% everything it could be, because I had to add that in, always. And it got to the point where literally I went from Jesus Walks to You're Such a Fucking Hoe, I Love It. Oh, I bet you the devil was happy on that day. And where that record went, straight to what? Number 1, quick. This is exactly what we want. This fit right in with whatever else we got. This fit right in with everything we got to deal with opioids. This fit right in with everything we got that promotes killing so that we can have more slaves in the mass incarceration, never-ended slave system. This fit right in.
Why did you make it?
Because I was asleep. Because I was drowned. Because I was lost.
What do you want us to get from Jesus is King?
The title right there. The fact that everyone says that is enough. There was times we would think about, well, let's call it Christ Jesus. You know, that's what the old folks say in the church. Let's call it this. Let's call it. And, oh, man, you know what? Jesus is King is too affirmative. Because Christians, we be out here, because on one end, it's like, are we too judgmental? Are we not judgmental? Are we saying what we're supposed to say? Are we not? It's Christians, it's hard to have a position because we so drowned out by music and culture. Oh, that's not cool. Take that preaching over there. So it's Christians that told me the title Jesus is King is too heavy-handed. Now people be hitting Quince like, man, when that JR, when that's dropping, when that Jesus is King dropping. So there's an opportunity where people are coming for the music, but they may leave with salvation. It's easy, man. It's very simple. It is paradise or Fahrenheit.
I hear you. Either it's paradise or it's that hot get down.
Or it's Fahrenheit. And let me tell you, it's like, working for God. I told you 10 years ago, it's all I ever want to do. Now I'm here. These interviews, to me, they remind me of when I first got with my wife. And people was like bringing up other women's name in the interview, and they was trying to diss my wife. And you're going to see some documentation. I'm spazzing on people. Right, this is one of the most beautiful people ever lived. Right. And now I've given my life to Christ. And I got this rap to say, what have you been hearing from the Christians? They'll be the first one to judge me. Make it feel like nobody loved me. Because literally the process of being delivered, you really be by yourself when it happens. Because the Christians don't believe you. And all the people that's not Christian is like, oh, you weird now, you Christian.
How do you deal with the enoughs? And when I say the enoughs, I mean Christian enough, hip hop enough, street enough, corporate enough, black enough, brown enough, cool enough. Like, how do you deal with all those enoughs?
I done had enough.
Right.
Y'all done saw it. It was done. I was fed up. I was through with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm through with it, bro. I'm telling you, like, it's like I serve Christ. You gonna get my opinion? It don't even matter no more, almost. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, That's Ye. That's your brother. I'm here. I must be here to stay. I ain't went nowhere. You got somebody that always stated exactly how they felt.
And really, you gotta take flaws and all. We're all learning. You know what I'm saying? We're all learning. I don't think that you're sitting here saying that you're perfect. But I do have to ask you with Jesus is King, the album. You know how you heard so much, man, I miss the old Kanye. I miss the old Kanye.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there, too. I had to write some stuff down because when you hear what Kanye was just saying, all those different things, a lot of stuff that popped up that was rolling through me. And this actually, let's want to say what's really cool about this is that it's a wake-up call. Not to just not no look, I'm not even talking about general public, whatever y'all want to call yourselves and label yourselves, atheists, whatever. It's a wake up call to us that's professing to be ministers and Christians. Because I cannot begin to tell you how so many people would be on here, and I'm telling you, I could, but I don't want to take the time out to do it because it'd take a long time. The emails that I get of folks that have been with me since I started this, who were first atheists. Some of them had other issues. I'm not going to name because people are going to try to narrow it down. But have they turned around and said, I've been more drawn to what you are doing as far as a Christian, as a minister, because of how when it comes down to it, the way that you came at me, you did not judge me for the state that I was in right now. That's what drew me to your channel. So what I'm saying this for is this. It's a wake-up call to us, ministers and Christian folks, because that's the first thing folks want to do is that judging, and that does not win anybody. The first time somebody want to set foot in church, we already coming up in here all that's what we do. And that's why on my video that I have on here, when I tell you guys to go to my playlist for the ones that are believers, there's a portion of here that's called Church/God Topics. And my first video I have on there is There Are No Steps to Christ. So that's why I push relationship right from the beginning, because people that are not of God, or you actually are interested in this whole Christianity, what it is, I don't want you to be interested in what you have been taught. Like he said, the culture. I don't want you to be interested in the culture of what religion tells you that Christianity is. Because what you're going to end up doing is finding yourself being a part of a church that does nothing but a bunch of ritualistic stuff, religious type stuff, and make you feel like this is what it's like to be a Christian, when actually it does not make any sense. There's no relationship. What do it look like? I'm married to my wife, right? I can say I'm married to my wife. What does it look like being married, but every day that I come home, I don't talk to my wife at all? Matter of fact, me and my wife don't even talk at all. We're married, but we don't talk at all. So what sense do it make to say that I am married, but I don't have no relationship with my wife? It's the same type of thing that can happen in church. You can come, like I'm giving y'all a metaphor here. You can come home. I can come home, take my clothes off, switch it to my house clothes. My wife can cook. I can eat, whatever like that. We don't talk or do anything like that. That's what I call religious type things. That's religious. Going to work religiously, coming home religiously, taking my clothes off religiously, eating food religiously, watching whatever your favorite channel, whatever it is that you do religiously, and to rinse and repeat, do that same thing all over again, whether it falls on Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, whatever days your church have set up. That stuff becomes religious. But because I'm considered, that's considered to be married. So let's equivalent that to being Christian. As Christian, yeah, you show up on Sunday, maybe twice. You show up on Wednesday for the choir practice, show up for Thursday for Bible study and all that. But because you are doing that, that makes you Christian when there's no relationship. So again, me doing all those things religiously, what good is that for my marriage? I'm married, but I have no relationship. Y'all see what I'm getting at? There's no relationship. So that's why in the beginning, I always push. Don't try to get caught up in what church tries to tell you to do. Get a relationship, because guess what? If you get that relationship with Christ, who will lead you, his spirit will lead you into all, not some, all truth and righteousness. Then don't try to seek and go get that out of man initially. Get that out of the person that's going to give it to you, who actually created the very thing that you see people going to. And again, we're not talking about, Church, as in building, we talking about people. The church is assembly. It's his folks, okay? It's his people. That's what a church is. So what I really love about this whole thing right here, and y'all heard me say it before, is that I told y'all that experience that I had. I said it was nothing. I said for that moment, I called on everything I knew of. I didn't care if it was Jamaican folklore, mythology, Muhammad, Buddha, Krishna, Allah. I called on all of them in this time of desperation that was going on with me. I wanted to die and wake up in heaven. That's how bad it was. And one showed up. When I say showed up, I'm talking about one came in spirit. No, it wasn't no lightning, no thunder, no crashing or anything like that. It was just a simple voice that told me what I needed to do. And that voice has been with me before I even been set foot in the church or even cracked open the Bible. But to see what that voice, what God has done for me throughout my life and tells me things, it was so awesome to open up this Bible and see, wow, I can't believe he did this right here to such and such in the Bible, because that's exactly what happened to me before ever cracking open the Bible. So what I'm saying this for is this: to sit there and have all this stuff, we just automatically assume that because these people are celebrities, they have everything accessible in front of them. He could have went to a pastor. He could have went to a priest. He could have went to all these different avenues. But guess what? The moment came, he said he was by himself. By himself. That's exactly the way Christ works. He don't wait. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with people praying for you. I know all that. We know, like I said, religiously, if you want to get saved, come up front and have people pray for you. Confess your no. The dude said he knew that he was screwing up. He knew that he was messing up. He was tired of doing it. And then he just said, Christ, I want you to take the wheel. Did Kanye West just said that? I want you to take the wheel, Christ. Jesus, please do this. You take this for me. That's what happens. God does not force us to do anything. That's why we shouldn't try to force people to come to church. We shouldn't have to go out and witness. Who witnessed to Kanye West? Nobody, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that was trying to witness to Kanye West. But guess what? Jesus waited till he was by himself to do it. Look at, that's what I mean. When you see, that's what I'm saying. When you see what Kanye West is saying, when I'm saying what I did, it blew my mind that I start to notice these little things in the Bible to where Jesus went around doing healings and miracles, but when he really wanted to, I'm just saying, he did healings and miracles, but it doesn't mean that he changed that person to believe in who he was. Y'all get it? He healed a bunch of lepers. One came back to thank him, right? So my point is saying is that the people that he really changed, he went to them personally, not to heal them of some ailment, but to offer them something that would be actually so substantial that you would never, he said, you would never thirst again. He met the woman at the well. She was by herself. The woman that was caught in adultery, he waited till she was by herself. The disciples, when he went to go call them to come and help push his kingdom, he met them by themselves, didn't he? That's what I love about that. So me to hear Kanye West say that so awesome. My brother-in-law, same exact thing. He could tell you he came to church, visited church, had people pray with him and everything. But his moment, he said, man, something came on me. I wanted to give this up, and I had to pull over on the side of the road. I mean, it's so amazing, folks. Again, and ever since these individuals have had those experiences that I'm talking about, nobody can tell them different. And they got such a great outlook on life, because the thing is, now that you realize that you've been revelated into the God of this world, Jesus, God, his kingdom, everything else becomes about people. You hear what Kanye West said? I don't care about what color. I don't care if you blue or if you red. Guys, y'all, come on. I just said this in this last video. And he turns around and said this. That's just, man, that just blows. It don't blow my mind. It's just like, it's no surprise. Because that's letting me know that if he ain't hearing from God, then the devil is doing a good job in disguising himself as God. But no, I'm saying this type of stuff, I love this. And I'm so thankful that y'all got me to do this, because these are the type of things that needs to be discussed. It's time for people to actually realize that these folks ain't faking it. Well, now y'all gonna try to use it against him. Well, we know Kanye West was always great. The dude sat there and told you I was doing the work for the devil. Da 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 da. But now he's trying to do the work for God. Oh, you crazy. You crazy. You crazy. You crazy. He said he sat there and talked about bees and hoes or whatever he said like that, and the album went #1. Let's see how far this go. Matter of fact, it's sad that he even had to say that the ones who tried to keep him from saying Jesus is king were Christians. How? Kanye West, if you ever see this video, I apologize to you on behalf of those ones that did that, because for any Christian that don't want you to go that far, Christian pertaining to Christ followers, but don't put no Jesus is king. Come on now. That's the same thing that I would say that Jesus said when these people said to him, Lord, have we not cast out demons in your name? Have we not prophesied? Have we not done all these things? And Jesus looked at them, was like, yeah, you did. You did it all in my name, but I never knew you. You that work iniquity is what he said. I never knew you. So in other words, knowing Christ, what are we talking about? Knowing him. Oh, relationship. That's why I pushed that first, because what those guys were doing, casting out demons, they was doing it in Jesus' name. Religion, religiously doing these things. But Jesus did not know them. So what good did it do? He said, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. You were doing work in my name, but I never knew you. It's the same thing, folks. I'm telling you, Christian folks, these people are out here, and I say this all the time on my channel, looking for light. People that are drawn to my channel, they have no idea. Well, maybe they do. They're drawn to me as an individual, but it's not me that they're drawn to. It's something in me that draws them, and I can't do that. I'm a human being. I can't draw these folks like that. It's what lives in me that's drawing them. It's the light. You can't help but see light when you in darkness. I'm not saying the people that's watching this channel are in darkness, but people all walks of life in my channel all have different things that they are dealing with. I mean, depression, suicidal thoughts, man. People done had miscarriages. People done been mentally abused. People done been physically abused. People wives have died. People husbands have died. People children got disabilities. People children got mental issues, while these people are trying to deal with their own issues as well. But so to have something on this channel as a spark of light that gives them hope, I'm so glad that the Lord actually saved me and took care of me at a young age, that I'm able to show you and try to lead y'all into this very thing. And it seems like that's what he's trying to do too. But man, y'all see how excited I get over this stuff like this? I absolutely, hands down, I'm loving this so far. I forget who. I think Steve Franksack, you might have been one of the people that tried to get me to get on this too. Mark Thomas, Alice, Brittany, I know Barb did, Barbara did. I can't name all of y'all out, but I'm just thinking some of the names that told me I really should watch it. So, guys, I'm going to watch the last half of this, and we're going to go from there, all right? Hope and pray every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing, and I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health. God bless you all through Jesus.